dynamic beast.
Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. Welcome back to another episode of Kling's Kitchen. Today we're gonna make a burrito bowl, Chipotle style but better. So we're gonna use a little bit of quinoa, we're gonna do mushrooms, peppers, onions, a fajita mix with corn, a little bit of vegan sausage, obviously avocado, black beans, cheese, and just a little bit of yogurt on top. Pepper time! Do not attempt to cut anything like this. You will take your life into your own hands. Or the knife into your own hands. You didn't say that right. I'm cooking that. Just like this. Pretty thin because if you cut them thick, honestly it takes forever. Ain't got all day. I'm a busy soccer player. Alright, one pepper down. Fajita mix, yep. Woo! Mushroom time. Favorite part. Mushrooms have to cook separately from the onions and the peppers and other stuff like that because they have to be cooked basically on high heat. Otherwise they kind of leak all their juices. And pretty much it's never ideal. So you're just gonna want to make sure they're separate. So I just set aside a few bowls, or you can mix them in with it afterwards. But you just want to make sure that they're cooked separately. Also, when you're cooking mushrooms, we talked about this at the store, but you want to kind of make sure they're in the same size so they cook evenly. Okay, while I'm in the middle of this, I am just going to start the sausage. Vegan sausage. They take a little bit longer to cook. You want to make sure they're not like overdone, but you can kind of get them going while everything else is. So now I got the sausage about to go in. That's on with just a little olive oil. I'm gonna get the quinoa ready because that's gonna be at the bottom of our bowl. Definitely salt the water to give it a little bit of taste. The reason quinoa is so great is because it has such a high content of protein and carbs. So if you just eat rice, you're not getting any protein at all, but quinoa is like a super food for vegetarians and vegans. Sausage coming in. Now I don't exactly have enough pans, so yeah, this is happening. Make sure you give these a stir every once in a while. Can't forget about them, you don't want them to burn. And if you see they're starting to brown a little bit, just turn it down. You basically just want to cook these until they start to get a little bit soft. Gotta get that protein. This cilantro. It's nice to make this at a dinner party. It's a lot of cutting and stuff, but it's pretty easy to make, and everybody can choose what they want to put in it. So you just make a fajita mix of peppers and onions. You put the mushrooms on the side, you put the tomatoes on the side, cilantro on the side, black beans, and then everybody can kind of just choose if they want cheese, if they want avocado, if they want guac on top. So it's kind of fun that way. We got a little almond yogurt because we're trying to limit dairy. It's pretty inflammatory, even though we got a bunch of cheese. Totally addicted to cheese, I can't help it. You put some olive oil in there first so the butter doesn't burn. The mushrooms are almost done. This should take like a minute more. Basically, you want to cook the garlic with them because they'll soak the garlic right up. They're so absorbent. Anything you put in there, they soak right up. So that's why it's a lot of times it's good to cook mushrooms separately, unless you want them to soak up what the other foods you're cooking with. In this case, I'm going to put in a little bit of garlic. The reason I do it at the end is because garlic burns really easily. So put it in right at the end, right when they're just browning up and perfectly cooked. Boom, we're done. almost done. Our superfood. Put it in here. Slop. Just slop it right in. Make it look as appetizing as you can for our dinner guests. Slop. Okay, so now it's time to eat. Pretty excited. I'm obviously gonna have everything because it's all delicious. Mix it up and enjoy.